Hi, I'm Cordy with infoNOTmercial.com, and I'm here today to review the Bumpits volumizing hair inserts. These are little plastic inserts that you place underneath your hair to create volume and lift. The commercial insists that these are easy to use, comfortable, will stay in place all day long, and you can create many different styles with it. I decided to put it to the test and see if it really did all of that. Okay, let's open it up. There's 2 medium-sized Bumpits, 1 large Hollywood or Rockstar Bumpit, and 2 small mini Bumpits for your bangs. And it also comes with this instruction packet that tells you how to put it in. The first one I tried is the medium Bumpit, as this seems to be the standard size. As you can see, there's little arrows on the bottom and on the top that are supposed to hold it into your hair. What you're supposed to do is place it behind a section of your hair. Then they advise to lightly tease the underside of the section of hair you're working with, and then tug the hair over the Bumpit and spray it lightly with hairspray. And it's supposed to stay in place. The instruction sheet also mentions fluffing the hair, possibly to smooth over and cover the teeth, but here is where you would need a lot of hairspray to hold those strands back. Without it, they would slip off and expose the Bumpit. One thing I noticed early on is that the combs on the bottom are not the best design, and they point downward into the scalp instead of to the side. I felt this made it less comfortable and possibly less secure. The combs on the top are the same style, and one of the main problems that kept occurring is that they were visible and were showing through all of the hairstyles. Another important thing is that if you don't pull the sides of your hair up as well, the sides of the Bumpit are exposed. The company seems to imply that the Bumpits can be worn by any hair type. I thought at first that thick hair wouldn't stay on the Bumpit, which is partly true, but now I feel that thinner-haired people might have more of a problem with this. Unfortunately, this product is geared to women who don't have natural volume, and the design of the combs may turn away the very market they are trying to reach. Another thing I could tell right away is that this product would not work well on very curly hair, at least not if the hair by your scalp is very curly. I have thick wavy hair, and here's what it looks like. I found that holding the Bumpit down from the back helps when you are trying to pull the hair through the combs. The booklet mentions that most women wear their hair pinned around the back of the style, and I found that wearing your hair this way or over a ponytail secured the Bumpit much better than wearing your hair straight down. As a matter of fact, wearing my hair down did not work for me at all. It falls right out. The plastic on the Bumpit is thick and does not allow for bobby pins to help secure it in place. I even tried this with my no-bend pins, and they completely distorted, and it still didn't feel secure. I don't feel that combs and hairspray alone were enough to keep it from falling over or traveling out of place. And again, without it fastened in some way behind it, pieces fall off and expose the combs on the Bumpit. The largest Bumpit is called the Hollywood or Rockstar Bumpit. The instructions didn't really give a clear idea of how it's supposed to be worn, but it's twice the height as the medium Bumpit and the same length. It's a pretty extreme look. At first I tried it alone, and I felt like my hair took off too high and too abruptly. It looked totally unnatural and awkward. After looking through the instructions, the only thing I found was a recommendation that 2 Bumpits could be worn at once, and a line saying to add the Rockstar 1/4 of an inch behind the first Bumpit. My guess was that it cannot or should not be worn alone. I found that using 2 Bumpits took even more practice, as you have to secure one first and then attempt a second. Usually, once I got the Rockstar Bumpit in place, the first one was starting to slide out of place. Just beware of coupling the Rockstar Bumpit with leggings unless you're going to a costume party dressed as Peggy Bundy. Onto the mini Bumpits. At first I thought these were pretty cute and easy to use. They aren't bad, but the bump they give is minimal, and it looks nothing like the videos and pictures that the Bumpit says it will. If you push your bangs up more than the Bumpit allows, you can just do this without the Bumpit there in the first place. Alright, let's review the pros and cons of the Bumpit. Pros: different colors are available. It's a dramatic look if this is what you're going for. It can be used for weddings or events. It's not too difficult to learn and get the hang of. Cons: it can be uncomfortable. The combs seem to show through every hairstyle. You can't use it on very curly or very thin hair. It slides out of your hair, especially when your hair is straight down. Basically, it's not very secure. Bottom line is, I didn't find the Bumpits to be so great. If it really is your style and you aim for volumized hair every day, or you're going to a special event, then it might be a useful addition to your hairstyling collection. But for all the reasons I mentioned, I find that personally, it'll just sit in the closet after a few uses. I'd say it's a not to buy. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out all our other great reviews at infoNOTmercial.com.